Right, it's May 6th, people, Wednesday, and we have LASE, Laser Photonics, LASE. There's two LASEs that I'm in, and now their news today. I want their industrial cleaning equipment to be sold. That's what I want to see them have their shoot. I like the data center aspect, but they are doing several things here because they also have the Laser Photonics and Photon Technologies Advanced Breakthrough Counter-Drone Laser Defense System Prototype Phase. There is going to be a lot of lasers out there, anti-drone lasers, because you're going to have buru. Well, no, not technically ONS, but ONS could stick a laser on something. And then now this LASE, and then you have laser, new light, N light, LASE, LASR. That's the other laser one that is doing, they make the equipment for the, this one would be the one, if you want to get into the defense lasers, I would say N-Light. And they sell to the Iron Dome, but the Iron Dome claims they make their own lasers, and then they're using N-Light's stuff. And then N-Light's supposed to be selling to the Department of Defense. And of course, my sweet baby boo are looking like shit today, as they often do look like shit. But someday they won't look like shit, I don't think. I don't know. But anyways, this one is this LASE. I'm excited for LASE. I want them to go. If LASE really, really shoots people, I'll be in a very good spot. They did this warrant thing that people didn't like, obviously. But then you had the director buys 63,200 shares in late April. I like that. But then you also had selling. Selling combined with the purchasing. I don't know. We'll see. Laser Photonics reports 144% revenue growth in 2025. I like that. But anyway, so LASE is one I'm looking at here. And as I'm looking, I looked into the LASE. This one's LAES. Now they're having a little rise. It's 10:47 today. They have way more rise to go, in my opinion, back in our October shoots. People, if we can get ourselves back to those October highs, that'll be nice. My gains are at the October, but I need more here. And then, so this, okay, LASE being up, you have this WISeKey, right? And a strong commercial momentum. So WISeKey, W key, let's just look at them. What is W key? I want to get into Nokia, honestly. And then this one, somebody told me about this one. But it's on an uber high. Whatever. Okay, wait, what was W key? So this is connected to LAES, and we have them reporting the earnings. What the hell did Trump do in October to bump our shit like that? International reports 19.3 million revenue, up 62%, and a strong cash position. So you have this. What is the latest connection? CLQ quantifying capacity expanded 200 million, and WISeSat reports 21 launched satellites. So, key milestones. And then, so this is affecting the LASE revenue because SEALSQ commercial pipeline, 200 million for 2026 through 2029. Quantum fund capacity expanded to 200 million. And then WISeSat, 21 satellites launch, 14 operational. So you have LASE, a subsidiary of this WISeKey, focuses on semiconductors, peak high, post-quantum technology products. It's the revenue of WISeKey ecosystem. So when WK puts out a bullish letter, LASE moves sympathetically. And they're basically saying that LASE contributed to the majority of the 2025 revenue performance, growing 66% 2025 alone. Current commercial pipeline exceeds 200 million. Successful completion of EL5 certification puts on track to begin production revenues in late 2026. I think this is a very good sign for LASE. Hoping they see something. And LASE is rising letter commercial update with strong Q1 2026 numbers. A 200 million pipeline, a certified product, and a hard regulatory deadline, creating near-term conversion. Parent substructure means any positive W key catalyst flows directly into LASE sentiment. So, that is something we like. So Aurora, people, Aurora is one of my favorites there. It's a long run, a long hold there. Innovation partners with McLean Company for autonomous truck deployment. This is the second recent partnership that Aurora has announced. There was one also last week. So this is an excellent development. They have, ooh, a Berkshire Hathaway subsidiary. Now that is promising, quite promising. Deployment that is a first being. The partnership enables McLean, one of the largest distributors in America serving chain restaurants, convenience stores, and mass merchants to move supplies and perishable food more efficiently for America's most beloved restaurant brands. People, this is very good for Aurora. They're going to do this shit. And then we're going to see autonomous trucks. You also have KDK. And I have these two are in, if you look in my link tree and that watch list I have, I definitely have Aurora on there with KDK. And under with some eVTOL stuff too. But that watch list that I have out now is mainly for AI infrastructure build out. But I would say autonomous trucking is most definitely having to do with AI. So, and then all we need now is Sean Duffy to come out with a big regulatory change that makes things much smoother for these autonomous trucks, which Sean Duffy, our transportation director, literally talks about doing that all the time. So I think it's only a matter of time. I honestly think it's only a matter of time till Aurora's over 10. I mean, and you have KDK. I would assume they're rising on sympathy. For whatever reason, they took off they used to put little news articles here. And today the news articles aren't showing up. That annoys me. But you could even say KDK is still on somewhat of a little down. I mean, they're lowest of the low after they IPO'd and then, well, they did a SPAC merger. And then they were down in the 5 range. So they definitely have more to go. Aurora and KDK. Those are the two most promising autonomous truck companies in my opinion.